Cascade Locks, you have been swell. I will miss you. I'll see you again next year. Thank you for being cool with us hikers. Goodbye. Trail days was officially over, and it was time to return to the trail, as I was about to enter Washington State, the last 500 miles of my PCT journey. But before I could leave, I was invited to be in Kyle Hates Hiking's video, and I also received a new trail name. Trail name is Tropical Dr. Seuss, or TDS.
Can you tell why?
The other day I found this hat and this shirt, and so my friend suggested I take the trail name Tropical Dr. Seuss.
It's quite fitting. Tropical Dr. Seuss has a very, very cool story, a very unique story. He recognized me from the videos too, which was really cool. He gave me about 500 hugs last night, which was amazing. A great way to end the day.
What's brief of your story?
So I have cystic fibrosis. It's a lung condition that causes damage to the lungs and a bunch of other things. Just imagine asthma, but a little worse. But I have to go to hike the Triple Crown and be the first, as far as I know, with my condition to do all three. Right now I'm doing a trial hike. I did 2 trails between this year and last year before I started this, which equals 922 miles. So this is more of a trial to see if I can do that in one go. So when I reach Canada, that's 1,000 miles I've done this year. Because in 2024, I plan to be the first with my condition to hike from Mexico to Canada on the Pacific Crest Trail.
Hell yeah.
What's your channel? Where should people go subscribe?
Colton Cosby is the name of my YouTube. No relation to Bill.
I'll have a link to his channel and to his Instagram in the description. You guys should go subscribe. It was really cool hearing your story last night. Like Flossie was saying, it really is inspirational. And he had so many kind words for me in my channel last night. It was very touching. Probably the most like heartfelt interaction I've ever had with someone who watches the videos. So
I try to be.
I really appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it. One more hug.
It was time to enter the final state on the Pacific Crest Trail.
Learned everything about love in the early days. Somewhere we just messed it up and we lost our grace. Now we know we did it all just to see that place. And the sadness, we had this, we knew. We were giants, we were free.
So, by stroke of luck, all of us, the whole crew, all somehow got hitched together into Washington. I'm taking my first steps on the Pacific Crest Trail in Washington. I was excited for Washington, as it's a state I've never hiked in. I was excited to see the new towns and the amazing views that were rumored to be abound the further north I go. Washington was far more beautiful than I could have imagined, with Mount Adams and Mount Rainier lingering in the distance. I knew I was much closer to Canada than when I first started 2 months prior. Before long, I experienced my first trail magic in Washington, thanks to the kindness of Cowboy and his wife, Cowgirl. I wasn't expecting any of this at all. Isn't it funny how the trail provides?
Been great having you here.
Yes, nice to see you.
And safe travels and get to Canada as quick as you can.
We've had fun meeting you.
Kiss me with the lights down now. Kiss me with the lights down now.
With tired feet and the surrounding smoke making it harder to breathe, I knew this day would be a challenge. This morning of day 2 back on the PCT. I'm out of the water, going slower normally than I do, waking up a lot later than I normally do. And the view of the mountain this morning, there's smoke around the mountain, which is probably why it's a little hard to breathe at the moment. The scenery was indescribable. My camera cannot do it justice. Little did I know, this would be my final stretch on the PCT, as a fire closed the Canadian border, and with more fires popping up with each passing day. I soon entered the Goat Rocks wilderness. I could see the famous Goat Rocks ridgeline in the distance. I could feel the excitement and concern build up in me. I was warned about Knife's Edge as far back as Fish Lake in Oregon. If someone were to ask me what my favorite part of hiking through Washington was, it would be seeing the views of Mount Adams, and of course Mount Rainier. Oregon has some amazing views, but nothing can compare to Washington's. I will soon find out for myself whether Knife's Edge is really all the hype, but for now, I need to get there first.